What's going on, guys? I was just out for a little morning walk here from the campsite. This is an area that we've toured in extensively on the Bush Truck channel. And so I was getting up to the top of my... I just saw some plastic on the ground. I gotta pick it up. I can't walk away. I see it. I think, oh, that's not my garbage. I shouldn't have to pick that up. But then as I'm walking away, I think to myself, man, it's so easy for you to pick it up. And when I first started coming into this area about 5 years ago, there's garbage everywhere. It seemed to me like a insurmountable task to clean up all this garbage. So I was actually considering putting together a little bit of a drive where everyone comes up and cleans up garbage and do it as a volunteer thing, or even pay people for bags of garbage that they get out of here. But haven't done that yet. But over time, I just slowly started picking up more and more garbage. Every time I'd hike, I'd clean up more and more. And now there's like none up here. I remember realizing about a year ago that there's like no more garbage laying around up here. Thinking, where did it all go? And I remembered how many box loads of garbage, because I would always just throw it in my box. I would come hiking every day and I'd go do dump runs for my work and I'd throw it all out or recycle what I could. So now you walk around up here and it's just clean everywhere you go, which is much nicer. So, you know, a lot of people, they'll think, oh, that's not my garbage. I'm just going to walk by. But, oh, sorry for the panting. Steep here. It doesn't matter if it's not your garbage. It's your duty to clean it up. Especially if you're getting something out of the area, then why wouldn't you give back, right? So anyways, it's just on my morning walk, and we've driven in this area extensively. And I came over to an area just over here where we took the truck up. One of these videos, once again, I don't know which one it was. Let me catch my breath. So it was a steep hill climb. I can't remember what I titled it, but it was definitely the craziest thing I've ever took this truck on. That might be in the title. Craziest hill. I'll try and find the video and I'll leave it in the comments below so that you guys can go watch it. Or even I'll try and link it up top. No guarantees though. So anyways, I came over to this hill where we've climbed before on my walk this morning. Still recording, okay. And I saw this truck. I haven't been over to it yet, but there's a big Chev over here, Silverado lifted. Looks like they didn't make it up the hill. Looks like actually they got pushed into the tree and left it here. So I don't know if anyone's there. I'm gonna go do a walk around. I'm not gonna touch the vehicle. It's not my vehicle. But I'm just gonna walk around and show you guys an area that I took the Ram up, but this guy obviously didn't make it up. So on that video, I took the Ram up this hill, and it might not look like that crazy of a hill, but it's really steep, guys, and it's loose dirt. and you got to get around this tree here. And I went up and came back down. On the way down, I was sliding, and it was hands down the craziest thing I've taken that truck on, because the steepness of it and everything. It's basically a Jeep trail, and I was concerned with getting pushed into this tree here. So it looks like there's no one around, but they tried to recover it. They got their winch here. It's a diesel. It's a Duramax D's. Sorry, I probably recorded all that like super close to my face. This phone has two lenses, one for close up, and so this thing has got two winches on it. It's got a winch on the front, and then they've got this auxiliary winch here that they left here. They're probably coming back right away to try and get this thing out, but it looks like no matter what they did, they couldn't get it to come up. It's a big heavy diesel. The tires are in brutal shape. Looks like it needs alignment. The back tires have literally no tread, and I'm not complaining about that. You guys know me, I run really garbage tires. So they've got this cool little motor powered winch sitting here. Pretty neat. They're lucky I'm not a thief. I don't take stuff that's other people's. I think that's about the worst thing you can do. You can see here, they got in really close to this tree, and the only thing that protected them was this headache rack. The side of it there's got a metal piece on it, and it seemed to graze before they hit the body, but they did hit the body a little bit, and there's a little dent and small scrape there. So looks like they got sucked over pretty hard. It's got running boards on it and stuff. So yeah, they got a light bar on it. So it looks like something that they off-road. It's got the winch on the front, light bar, and not very good tires, but it looks like something they do take off-roading with, which is about the worst thing you can do. Or it's about the worst truck for off-roading, a 1-ton diesel, right? They weigh thousands of pounds more than another truck, and so weight is your enemy when you're off-roading, right? You come down hills, boom, it's all this weight is pulling you down, sliding you into trees. It's harder to get up hills and over obstacles because you just have all that weight. You snap more pieces. Well, it looks like they actually did snap something here, a tie rod. Oh yeah. Yeah, they snapped a tie rod. Maybe something else. The tie rod snapped. And also this, I'm guessing this is a sway bar. You can see the tie rod snapped here, and the other part of it's over here. That's from four-wheel drive, right? They're putting a lot of torque into the front axle with four-wheel drive, and you guys know what I'm saying. They put a lot of torque into these tie rods. So as you got your four-wheel drive going and you really put the power to it, because it's independent suspension, the two tires, as they're getting pulled on by the axle, they want to pull to the side. And the only thing that keeps them straight is the tie rod. So you put all that torque in and boom, they'll snap, right? Go watch some of Whistling Diesel's videos from back. He did a bunch of videos towards the start where he would do boosted launches in his Duramax and snap tie rods on purpose, right? He would snap tie rods in all his vehicles just by putting it in four-wheel drive and building boost and then launching the truck. So they would just snap the tie rods. And I don't know why they make them so thin on these big diesels when they have so much pressure on them. Then it looks like here too is maybe a sway bar link. They might have just taken the sway bar right off of this so that it has better articulation. Like a lot of off-roading when you're going up and over bumps and hills, the vehicle needs to articulate, right? That sway bar seems to keep the vehicle, everything connected from side to side a little bit. So the Jeeps, like the Rubicons and stuff, they got an automatic sway bar disconnect right in the cab. So you can just press a button, disconnect it, and then you can get quite a bit more articulation. So they might have, because this thing seems kind of be built by like an off-roader with the light bar and the winches, they might have just taken the sway bars right out of it, which makes it not as stable on the highway or just like in town driving, but then it's much better for off-roading. So, oh, this is a sad state of affairs for the boys. It looks like they really tried. And last night I heard somebody down over by where I was camped, and they were off-roading all around the middle of the night. They woke me up because they're shining their lights like right in my windows and everything, and they got this loud, sounded like a four-banger. I don't even know what it was. I actually peeked for a second. It looked like a car, like an off-road car. So I don't think it was this, but there were some people up here doing some off-roading. It was Friday night last night, and you know, people get on a Friday, right? So this is a sad state of affairs for the boys. They got a couple winches on her trying to get her out, and this was a crazy hill for me to come up, especially this section here. They didn't make it past the tree. That was the initial scary section. I had to hug far that way, and I was worried about getting sucked into that, but I didn't. And then I came up here, and there was all this big rock and stuff up here. And guys, these cameras, they don't do any justice to the actual terrain. They don't give you the depth perception to show you how steep this actually is. But then that wasn't even the scary part. So they got trapped up trying to come up. But the hard part was actually coming back down. Because you're coming down this, and right about here, my truck was sliding. And it wanted to slide this way. Look at this material, guys. It's bone dry. It hasn't rained in forever. It's just loose dirt. And it's like silt, right? So I started to get sucked in this way on my way back down. And I was really close to hitting this. I don't think I had my camera girl at the time, but I don't think she really got the footage of that. It's hard when it's just one person to get all the angles. She's about as good as they come, but still, I remember realizing, because I looked in my side mirror, that I was really close to this tree on my way down and trying to come out. But we made her in the Ram, bone stock with some tires, and these guys got like sway bars removed. They got winches. This thing's pretty much bone stock too. Little lift, but they got no tread on the tires, right? You guys know I like to run low tread tires, especially in the bush. I mean, you're blowing them out. If you're spinning tires, the gravel tears them all up, and so it's just better to run used ones. You don't want to take new tires up here, and you'll just destroy them, unless you got like millions of dollars for tires, or you're sponsored or something, which one day the Bush Truck channel is going to be sponsored for tires, right? And then we're just going to be able to go burn them off, because we're going to be getting them for free, boys. More garbage. So yeah, looks like she just got sideways, and oh, you can see there that because that tie rod snapped, the two tires are going very different directions. See, the front tire is aiming one to the right, the other one's aiming to the left. So it looks like maybe they got, I don't know how they ended up over that bank like that, but maybe they were spinning tire and the tie rod snapped, and then once the tie rod snapped, there's no pulling the vehicle up out of there, because you can't drive it because that tire turns on you and it's just stuck that way. You can't winch it up that, not with that winch, and dragging a tire that's cockeyed the wrong way. So that was it for today's video. I just saw that on my little walk up, and I always like to, before I go and look at these things, I like to get the camera and bring you guys along with me. Am I still super zoomed in? No, I'm not. And that way you kind of get the initial reaction, like the non-scripted description of what's going on. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to say in closing for this video, thank you guys so much for watching all the videos lately. So many of you guys have been watching the whole video, and it's just been incredible. It's just been incredible. Like, all of a sudden the metrics are looking way better for me because I see that people are actually watching the whole video. So that tells me that you guys are engaged, and I just want to say thank you so much. Like, honestly, this is huge to me, and this is all I care about. I really want to be I want to be the biggest YouTuber in the world, okay? I want to be bigger than Mr. Beast, bigger than all these guys that are just massive. Logan Paul, these aren't vehicle type guys, but they're big YouTubers, and it's to be respected what they've done with their channels. And anyways, I'm going to be bigger. I'm going to beat these guys, and we're going at it hard. So I really appreciate all the watch time, and I really appreciate all the comments, the likes. Like, man, you guys are my guys. And it's been an incredible journey so far. Trying to zoom in here, boys, to get you guys a shot of... I can't see my screen at all. Anyways, nice view there. Beautiful day. Thank you guys. That's all I wanted to say here in closing. Thank you for watching. What else can I say? We're taking this thing to the top, and all you guys that are here from the beginning, we're throwing a huge party, okay? And it's a pipe dream at this point, but we're gonna make it reality. And all you guys that are here from the beginning, commenting and liking and everything, you guys are all gonna be invited. And you're like my family now, right? So thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.